Hey everyone, welcome. This is Eileen with Eileen David Creations, and welcome back to my craft room. I hope you're all having a great weekend. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay. I changed up the angle for my camera today because it's going to be our project's going to be much bigger today. We are going to be making a Deco Mesh snowman using a 33-inch tomato cage. So this is going to be fun. And I need to tell you that last time I made this was 2 years ago. I haven't made one since, so thanks, Sandy. Hi, Sean. I'm sorry. Hi, Stella. Hi, Candy. Let me refresh my page here so I can watch your comments. Okay. You guys having a good Sunday? Let's see. What am I going? Here it is. Thanks for sharing already, guys. Okay, so let's get to it. Hope I see everybody's comments. Hey Caitlin, how are you? That's my daughter Caitlin there. Hey Kathy. Oh, you're cold. It's kind of cold here too. I'm sure it's not as cold as it is in Indiana. Hi Missy. Thanks for joining, guys. Okay. Let's see. Oh, let me turn that volume down. Hi Susan. Okay. There you go. Sorry guys. I've been out of it for a couple of days and I feel like this is my first live again. I'm really nervous. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to be needing. First of all, we have this tomato cage. This is a 33-inch tomato cage, and I got this from Lowe's. It was, let's see, it was $1.98, so it's a great deal. I don't know if you can see. It's a galvanized steel tomato cage. We are going to be using between 4 and 5 rolls of these white 21-inch Deco Mesh. We have this really cute. Every snowman has to have a hat. And I got this from Walmart, you guys, and I got it from Walmart in Nevada. It was $7.94. And in case you're wondering, the item number is, I don't know if that's the item number. Anyway, this is what it says in the back. WM610-0517. So if you want to look online and see if you can still get one of those. I didn't see any snowman hats at Michael's this year. The ones that I did before was from Michael's. This part is optional. You can put lights on around the tomato cage before you build the snowman if you want your snowman to light up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, but that's optional for you. We're going to be using some orange Deco Mesh. This is 5-inch or 6-inch Deco Mesh from Dollar Tree, leftover from fall orange. So that's for the nose. And what else? Oh, we're going to be using some white chenille stems or pipe cleaners to wrap the Deco Mesh onto the frame. We have one zip tie to tie the very top. We are using, I have these, it's about 1.5 inch ornament. This is going to be for the mouth of the snowman, and I'm going to paint this black so it'll look like lumps of coal. And I have 2 of these ornaments too. This is about 2 inches, and this is going to be for the eyeballs. This is also going to be painted black. I'm using this paint sponge to paint them, and you can pretty much use any black craft paint you have available, but I'm using this Art Minds. It's like a chalk paint, so that when you paint it, it'll come out like matte looking. You can see right there. So it's not shiny. And I chose these ornaments with the glitter on them so that the paint will have something to stick to. I wasn't sure if the paint would stick to the ornaments that are smooth and shiny. So that's the first thing we're going to do so that the paint will have time to dry while we're building the snowman. And we have our glue gun warmed up here. And let's see, and scissors. I think that's pretty much it. I know I'm forgetting something. I always do. Thanks, Debbie. Hi, Renee. Hi, Hadassah. Hey, Clemens. How's London? Okay, so I've already started painting a lot of the ornaments. Let me turn the camera down so you can see this better. So this is what we have. So I'm using the ornament hangers to hold on to while I just paint the ornaments. And use a paper plate so to minimize the mess. And since you're using the sponge brush, just dab it on. This doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, this is supposed to represent lumps of coal. So just, if you have little helpers, they might like to do this for you. Painting the ornaments. Oops, that one just came off. That's okay. Let's hold on to that. You don't have to remove the hanger part, because that's the part we're going to attach put hot glue onto and glue it onto the snowman's face. And then these two are for the eyeballs. Lumps of coal. Ooh, snow in London. That must be so beautiful, Clemence. Okay, so this goes by really quick. And like I said, I did the other ones so that you wouldn't have to watch it. But I wanted to show you how I did these last two. Preparing for our snowman face. Ooh, snow in Italy too. Bonnie, thank you for sharing. So if you'd like this video to show up on your feed, so you don't have to come back to my page if you want to rewatch it, go ahead and please feel free to share. And that way you're sharing my little business too. And all your friends will be able to see it. So there you go. And just like that, you're done. Thanks, Betty. Okay, let me show you. This is what, yeah, let me get messy. This is what the wet paint looks like. It's still kind of shiny, but when it dries, it's really matte like this. You can tell the difference. I think that's the reason, that's the chalkboard paint. It looks like a piece of coal, doesn't it? So we're going to set these aside so they can dry and clean up a little bit. Thanks for sharing, Susie. Okay, ew, messy. Okay, so now the next one we want to make is this. It's the carrot nose. This I just put together. I didn't remember how I did it the last time I made the snowman, but so this probably is not going to work. I'm glad I made one already. So just take your orange Deco Mesh, and if you can't find the small one from Dollar Tree, you can always use the 10-inch or even a 21-inch Deco Mesh and just fold it to get the size that you want. And we're just going to build it. Just start rolling. And basically you're going to want to create a shape. Thanks, Becky. Oh, thanks. Just roll it kind of tight so that you'll have a firm firm base. And what you're kind of wanting to do is have one end more skinny and one end more fat, like a carrot. So when you're rolling that, you just fold this in to the back and then keep rolling. And you're going to build, the base is going to be a little bit wider. And just roll. And then keep going back toward the base. Like I said, I'm really glad I already made a snowman nose, because I don't know how well this is going to turn out. And just fold this down so you then, so when you're rolling the top of the carrot nose and you want it to be more tapered, just roll it a little bit more tightly. Wow, 6 inches of snow in Louisiana. Wasn't it hot in Louisiana not too long ago? That must be so fun. Hi, Teresa. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so once you have that there, once you have the basic shape that you like, and it doesn't have to be perfect at all, guys. So just cut off the a piece there and just keep rolling it. And you can twist this and twist it. And you can put a dab of hot glue. Be very careful with the hot glue here, because it is on the mesh and it can burn you like it did me. So hold that for a second till the glue sets. So this, the tip of the nose here, it's not as pointy as I'd like, so just tuck it in and shape it until it's the shape that you like, or just twist it. Keep twisting. Then for the base of the carrot, just tuck it in and put some more glue gun. Thanks, Teresa. Even Florida's chilly, huh? That's some strange weather we're having right now. Okay. Oh, thank you, Clemens. Okay, so just keep twisting the tip until you get the shape that you like. Oh, this actually came out pretty nicely. Debbie, no, I'm not, thank goodness. I'm in Northern California, and the fires right now are in Southern California by LA. Where I live, it's about 50 miles outside of San Francisco. So we had the fires with Napa and wine country earlier, closer. But oh, hi Karen and Weeby. Thanks for watching. Okay, so here we go. It came out okay. So it kind of looks like a carrot, huh? So I think I like the one that I made right now better than the one I made earlier. So it's supposed to look like a carrot, so it's not supposed to be perfect. So there we go. So put your carrot nose away. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to work on our tomato cage. Remove the tag. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Crafty Crew Creations. What a cute name. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Sharon from Alabama. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is gather the tip of our tomato cage, and using the zip tie, we're going to tie that together. And, oh, I forgot to tell you guys, you know, these tomato cages, if you didn't know, and I didn't know this, they come in different sizes. This is the smallest that that I bought, a 33-inch. They have, I think, 42 and 48. And I was thinking, if you had enough of the Deco Mesh, you can make yourself a whole snowman family. Wouldn't that be cool? Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Darlene. Yes, Deanna, we are close to Stockton. So what I also want to do because some of the bottoms here, the wires stick out, and I don't want to scratch anything, so I'm just going to put a little dab of hot glue to help cushion it. And I should have done that earlier. So it'll be dry. Just let it sit here to dry for a minute. There. Oh, that's drying for a minute. So these pipe cleaners, we're going to need quite a bit of them. And we're going to cut them in half. These are what we're going to use to tie the Deco Mesh onto the base. Okay. Hopefully that's dry. Hi, Karen from Michigan. And I want to say too that if I don't answer a question that you have, it's not that I'm ignoring you. I'm really sorry. It's just sometimes the comments and our questions go by really fast, and if I'm not looking, I might miss it. So if I don't answer, I'll be sure to answer you afterwards. Okay, thanks. So after we tied the top off. Oh, this is gonna be weird. Okay, up a little bit. Okay, so here we can see the top, good, and we can see the bottom. We're going to tie off our lights. So what I'm going to do is use these. I'm going to use the pipe cleaners too to hold the lights onto the tomato cage. Now I'm just going to turn the tomato cage and have the lights just wind through. And then once it's all around the way that we want it, I'm going to, in certain places, just tie the wire on with a pipe cleaner. Hi, Odie. Hi, Irma. Okay. And this was a 100 LED miniature lights. That's 24.7 feet long. So, and then once you get to the wider areas, if you want, you can also wind it around this way. That'll hold it a little bit better. The scissors. Hey, Connie. So it's kind of looking like a Christmas tree. And I'm using white lights. I tried to look for lights that have the white cords, so it you won't have to worry about the cord showing through the white mesh. But I think we'll be okay. There are, I think it says 100 miniature lights on this string. I was hoping it would be long enough, but I think it's going to be plenty long. So what I'm doing is since I'm here on the second to the bottom ring, I'm just winding it around, since I can tell that we're going to have plenty of lights. Just keep turning it around. And I made sure that the plug that doesn't plug into the wall is up top, because I've done that before. You want this to be at the bottom so that when you plug your extension cord on it, it won't be so awkward. Alright, we're almost done here. Hi April, hi Sharon. Okay, so at the end, I think I'm going to leave that last one. I'm going to kind of tie a knot and leave kind of a longish kind of tail. So I'm leaving this much of the cord, and I'm just going to leave that in the middle. That way, if you you can leave it under, so you can plug it into the wall or have an extension cord under there. So I think the bottom ones are okay, but I do want to secure some of these top ones so they don't move around so much. Just a couple of them. And I didn't do this, but it would probably be a good idea to, and these are brand new, so I'm sure they work, but you might want to try plug it in to make sure the lights work. That would be a good idea, so you don't have to worry about doing all this work and your light's not working. Hi Patricia from Canada. Hi Dee. Okay, I think this is good. One more here. Hey Connie, not much. We just did some prep work. We just put the lights on our tomato cage, getting ready to put the mesh, the Deco Mesh on it, and building our snowman. So this thing, I want to make sure it's inside. Okay, so I'm going to open our first roll of mesh. I don't remember exactly how many rolls I used last time, but I know it's at least 4. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to tie it off up here, and we're going to use the rings that are already on the tomato cage. This is the first one. This is the second one, and the bottom one. That's what we're going to be using to make our poofs for the snowman, the balls for the snowman. And I think, let me put the hat on him. So yeah, so we want a smaller poof for the face, and then the middle poof is a little bit bigger, and then the bottom poof is much bigger. So we're gonna start here. This is the good one. So I'm just putting 3, wrapping 3 pipe cleaners onto the 3 parts that are going down. And if it's sliding down, you can put a dab of hot glue. It'll just keep it from sliding around. Irma, I got the hat from Walmart, believe it or not, and there was still a lot. I was so tempted to buy them all. There must have been about 12 or 15 hats there. Yeah, and they didn't have any of these snowman hats from Michael's this year. So I'm glad I was able to get one. But I do have 2 more hats from Michael's that's hiding in the closet. Thanks. Okay, so when you unroll your Deco Mesh, just gather it all together in about 2 inches from the top. Cut off any excess ones that's hanging out and just attach it to that. Oh, I forgot to mention this. Since we are going to be basing the top ball right here, we're going to need to make a couple more. We need to make a line here. So I'm going to attach pipe cleaner so we can use this pipe cleaner going across. You see that right here? I put it there so that we can use that to attach more pipe cleaners too. Forgot to mention that earlier. Yeah, the hat was $7.94. Okay, so and this is where you're going to have to do some guesstimating. I'm just going to put just another dab of hot glue there to hold the pipe cleaner. So you want to gather your mesh together. Connie, I'm just using a bunch. I haven't counted them all. And what I did was I cut the pipe cleaners in half. That way we can, because that's really all we need to hold the mesh onto the frame. So we want the top poof to be smaller than the other two. So just gather it and kind of guesstimate. I'm not even going to measure it if I like this poof. And I'm going to put the hat on to make sure that it's actually, it looks good. Yeah, that's good. And then once you do this initial poof, you can just match the rest of the poofs next to it. And what we're going to do afterwards is we're going to twist a couple of times. We're going to twist the pipe cleaners a couple of times and cut off the excess so they won't be sticking out. Okay, so we're going to be working down. So this is one poof, and then we're going to make another poof and another poof. Because as you know, the only way to keep Deco Mesh from unraveling is to not cut it. So I want to keep this as, cut them as little as possible. So again, I'm gathering the mesh, then poofing it out a little bit. And I want this to be a little bit a bigger poof than the one above it. Just a little bit. Okay, that's good. Take another pipe cleaner, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but what the one that I'm tying it onto now, it's like a cross beam where the middle ring and one of the bottom bars are, so it's staying put there. Okay, so for the very bottom one, it's the one you want the most, it's the most poofy one. Okay, that's good. So we're going to lay this down for now. And you can see this, okay. So tie that off with your pipe cleaner. Hi, Barbie. And then, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is going to help cushion the bottom to cut off maybe 2 to 3 inches. Gather your mesh together. Give it a straight cut, and then tuck this under, and using the pipe cleaner that you just tied it on, tie that around the back. That way we're hiding the cut piece, and we are also going to be hiding that pipe cleaner, and it gives us a nice finished edge. And so the cut part's going to be on the inside, and we can hide that. And this is what it looks like in the bottom. And when we stand it up, it's going to be standing on that. We won't have to worry about the metal scratching the surface. So there's one side. Thank you, guys. Thanks for answering questions for me. It really helps a lot. Hey, Maria. Okay, so we're going to do it again. And what I'm going to do is make another row, but not right next to it, but the next wire that's going down. So we're going to do that first. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fill in between. Everybody has one. So again, about 2 inches from the cut edge. Give it a couple of good twists. Oh, thanks, Debbie. You guys are helping me. And I might need your advice later. Okay, so gather again. Just kind of eyeball it. This is supposed to be a snowman. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be cool looking. So as long as it's pretty much, and we can also shape it later. We can tuck things and pull things out so we can shape it better. So that looks good. Take another pipe cleaner. Ooh, that's a good idea, Tina. I have a Christmas tree too in the garage that I made. Okay, so there you go. That's the one loop. Then gather again. Poof it out. Pipe cleaner. So I'm thinking from here it looks like it's going to be about 4, maybe 4 or 5 loops in between to fill in the gap. Hi Barbara, thanks for watching. Okay, let's gather. And poof. Get this out of the way. Lay it down. Hey Sabrina. Thanks, Mom. Oh, I don't know, Debbie. Thanks for thinking that, though. I'm nervous enough just sitting here in my craft room doing this. Okay, so tuck it under the wire and then tie it off using the pipe cleaner. Hey, Alex. And then there's 2. Whoops, sorry, I just hit my light there. It's kind of forming. I saw this lady, I didn't write her name down, but she used a tomato cage to make a beautiful angel. That was so pretty. Did you guys see that? and it was about this size, and it was all Deco Mesh. It looked like it was Deco Mesh, but it was just so pretty. Christmas angel, this big. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of glue there to hold that in place. Don't worry about this top here. The hat is actually going to be holding it. It's going to be covering it, I mean. And gather again. Debbie, the hat was from Walmart. It wasn't from the Walmart here by my house. I was out of town for a couple of days, and of course I had to go to a Walmart, and I did find some more signs. I found some more of those red sleigh signs with joy on it, so I'll be able to make some more wreaths. As a matter of fact, tomorrow for day number 10, is it 10? Yeah, day number 10 tomorrow, we are going to be making a wreath using an evergreen base, and we're going to be using wide ribbon from Michaels. Similar to, if you can see, it's similar to this one, the Santa one. The only difference is going to be the red sleigh. Is this going to be the center? Tomorrow, I believe it's going to be at, does 2 o'clock work better for you guys than 1 o'clock? I go back and forth, and I'd rather, it's either going to be 1 or 2. I'm thinking 1 maybe, because I'm pretty much all caught up with what I had to do this weekend. I was making shirts at a girls wrestling tournament, which was really fun. No, oh, I wish I would know how to make the angel. I don't know how to make it, but I can try. I think, now don't hold me to this, but I think she did write down the instructions on how she made the angel. And I wish I would have saved the post, but I didn't. Okay, so again, we're going to cut off about 2 inches off the bottom, turn it under, and tie it off. Thanks, Anne. That and turn. So you can kind of see our snowman taking form. So now that we've got the 3 wires covered, we're going to attach some more pipe cleaners to the crossbar we made here at the top. And I think I'll add 2. And I'm tying the Christmas light cords in it too. I'll just put 3 in there, so I'll have to fight with it later. Oh, good, Irma. Okay, so we're going to do this again, and we just keep doing this until we fill up the form. Attach that. And now that we're filling in between the three wires, we want to kind of squish it in as close as possible to the side. Go. So since it is getting whiter on the bottom, it's going to be more squished in at the top and then not so much on the bottom. And what we can do is, just like, I don't know if you watched the candy tutorial I did, we're going to keep the mesh together. See, we have these two. It's really not very easy to see. See these two that are kind of apart? I want them to be really squished in, so I'm going to take one pipe cleaner from one and one pipe cleaner from the other and twist them together. That'll keep them from sliding apart. And then just poof out your mesh. And it's beginning to fill in there. Like I said, when we finish putting this together, howdy Cheryl. Connie, I'm estimating we're probably going to need between 4 and 5 rolls of mesh. And this is still one roll. This is still the first roll that we're working on right now. So we're going to do this again on the second loop. So how many of you guys are going to be trying this when we're done? I think the biggest challenge to this is going to be finding the white Deco Mesh. But you know what? Even the not so good quality mesh, like from Walmart, you can use for this, because since we're really not cutting it, the raveling. Okay, see, this one is not as poofy as the one next to it, so I'm going to undo it a little bit and just pull it out so it matches a little bit more. I found the tomato cage at Lowe's, and what I did was I looked on my phone first and looked to see if they had any in stock, because I was looking before at Ace Hardware and they didn't have any. So I was hoping either Lowe's or Home Depot would have some. Okay, so now for the bottom loop. Not loop, but poof. Hey Norma, thanks for watching. Okay, and don't worry about laying down your tomato cage to do the bottom one. This Deco Mesh is pretty forgiving. Okay, so tie that down. That's true, Jessica. I don't grow tomatoes, so I don't know exactly when the tomato growing season is. Okay, since the bottom one that we're tying off in the back, you might want to leave a little bit from tying it off from the last one, which I kind of tied off really close, so that we can twist the things together. What do you think? Starting to take shape. And we'll just keep going. Have a good dinner, Cheryl. Hey, Darla. Okay, go to the next one here, the very top. And this is definitely not something that you can whip up really quick. I wish it was. So if this runs really long, I understand if you guys have to go. You can always watch later on replay. Great thing about this. Or you can You can watch it in little sections. Yes, I've seen those. Those would make awesome, like, Christmas trees, Jessica, the painted ones. Okay. I saw one that was hot pink. Okay, so we're gonna test them together. Need to cut some more pipe cleaners. I think since they're kind of long, instead of cutting them in half, I'm gonna cut them in thirds and see how that works. It's probably not gonna work now that I'm doing it, but we don't have to cut off the more excess. Thanks for sharing, Linda. And another thing with this Deco Mesh, guys, do you ever get, if you work with Deco Mesh a lot, you get kind of, I know, kind of like rope burn almost on your fingers? Let's stand it up this way. Yep, okay, so this works. It's long enough that you can tie off the mesh and then squish it in to the one next to it and tie it off. And this is still the first roll. We may not need as many rolls as I thought we were. Then I could be wrong. We're just going to keep doing this until it all fills in. Okay, for the bottom, since we're tying both the front and the back, we're going to use half instead of just a third. I'm going to use a longer piece of pipe cleaner. Paula, hopefully it won't be as much as I originally thought. The original snowman I made, I used over 4 rolls of mesh to make it. But this looks like it's filling in pretty quickly. Okay, so twist in the back and then squish it in and attach it to the next one, the last one. Okay. Thanks, Paula. Okay. This is the third one on this middle here. And I can tell already we're going to need to put another one. So it's going to be 4 in between the three original ones. Sorry, I'm trying to turn it so that you can see it too. That would be nice. So we're getting the nice shape of the head there for the snowman. Debbie, under the mesh, I wound a string of lights around the form. around the tomato cage, so that when we're done with our snowman, we can plug him in and he'll be nice and sparkly. He'll light up inside. Hey Mary, hey Maria. Trying to work fast. I don't want this video to be too long for you guys. Hey Susie, welcome. Okay, so as you can see, the top part is filling in pretty quickly, but here towards the bottom, not so much. So what we might do, if this fills up more quickly than we need to, we can just start from the bottom here instead of starting here on top and make 2 poofs. Do it that way, so we won't be wasting mesh. And I don't remember doing that the first time. Hi Robin. Thanks Jan. Okay, did I put a... I need to put another pipe cleaner in there. Thing feels like it's trying to run away from me. Eileen, this is 21-inch Deco Mesh. You can probably use, I've never tried it before, but you can probably use like 10-inch or even 6-inch Deco Mesh. You'll just need to use more to make the poofs. So with this one, instead of attaching it closer to this side, I'm going to attach it closer to the other side of the wire. And tie that together too so it stays there. Thanks for answering, guys. Tie this off again. This isn't sliding so easily because I have the cord from the lights there. Let's tie that and then tie it next to the other one. Okay, so this is the end of the first roll. Bring it down. Thank you, Anne. Thanks, Becky. Susie, no, I don't. I do have a post on my page of the snowman that I made 2 years ago. I don't have it. I sold it since, and I don't have it with me to show. And that's basically what I'm going off of, because I don't remember exactly how I did that, so I'm just looking at it, looking at the picture. Oops, hang on. Okay, so this is one side almost done. So the top poof is almost filled in. It could probably use one more, and we are going to use one more here, and then make a couple more towards the bottom. So this is roll number 2. Excuse me. Message there. Okay. Ow. Just stuck myself. Hey, Denise. Thanks, Sue. Oh, I'm sniffling. I hope I'm not coming down with a cold. Okay, let me attach this first. It's getting pretty tight up here at the very top. Okay. Thanks, Denise. And you want to, when you attach the Deco Mesh onto the frame, you want to make sure it's pretty snug. You don't want the Deco Mesh coming loose later. Okay, then gather. I don't know if you can see it, but this mesh that I'm using, it has some iridescent little pieces in it. It's like woven into it, so it's kind of looks like it's shimmery. Thanks, Debbie. Okay, touch that there. Thanks. Hey, Betty. It's just sometimes when you see a cool picture of a craft online, usually on Pinterest is where I get a lot of my inspiration from. Even if they don't have instructions, just from what I see, I try to imagine how they do it, and I just do it. A lot of times it is wrong. That's no big deal. So just, it's definitely, every time is a learning experience. Okay, go. So you're going to use a good amount of pipe cleaners making this. And luckily, right now, the pipe cleaners are on sale at Hobby Lobby. And I don't know if there's sale at Michael's. The Christmas ones are on sale at Hobby Lobby. That's right, Debbie. That's one of the biggest parts of, oh, and I did that wrong, of crafting is in just making the craft. Turn it under, and then tie it up again in the back. I didn't do that to the last one either. Yes, I did do one, Linda, with the tree with a tomato cage. I think I have that post too somewhere earlier. Do here, okay. So to have a cleaner edge on the bottom, we're twisting the mesh in the back with the pipe cleaners and then twisting them together. So I'm doing here. Thanks, you guys. Hang on, Lynn, I'll show you. I'll stand them up and you can kind of start to see it forming now. There you go. This is the first, this is a 1/3 of the snowman. So we're going to do a couple more here. I'm thinking now, if we start the mesh here, no, it still needs to be up on top because it needs to cover this part. So I'm just going to use the existing ties up here. I'm just going to tie another row. Yeah, this is why it takes a lot, because we do have to start from the top every time, even though the top poof is pretty much filled in, because it'll leave a gap for in the beginning of the second one if we don't start from the top. Have you guys made the scene or made the snowman, the little snowman made of the dryer vent things? Those are really cute too. Tammy, I used 100 light mini lights, the LED lights, to wind around the tomato cage. There you go. It's the dryer, like, they're like tubes almost, the dryer vents. It's really cute. Yes, that's the one, Barbie. Hi, Yvette. Oh, no worries. You can watch You can watch later. And there you go. Standing it up. Attach another pipe cleaner up here for us to use. It's getting pretty tight up here. Hi Judy. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing, Debbie. Okay. So after you attach the top, for those that are just joining us, I'll describe it again. For poofing, just a little bit here for the top. This is going to be the head of our snowman. Then attaching it to the first ring of the tomato cage. We're just giving it a couple of good twists here. Fluff it out a little bit. That's the nice thing about this, the Deco Mesh too. Once we're done filling in the whole cage, we can pull and tuck different things to get a better shape of for our snowman. So you gather the mesh together and then just kind of loop it, make a poof, then attach it down here. With a pipe cleaner. Give it a couple of good turns there. And we're getting there. And you can lay it down for the last poof. Right off. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it'll turn out okay. Although it's been a while since I've made this, so just cut off about 2 inches or so from the bottom, and then turn it under, and then tie the pipe cleaners around it in the back, and then slide it over. And I think we'll do one more, and then that'll be it for this side. Hey Debbie. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use the 2 that are already here. Put that together. We have 3 different Debbies. Hi, Debbie. Oh. Debbie, what time is it in Italy right now? Are you, I think you're, what, maybe 9 hours ahead of us? It's Sunday night there, right? Wow. You're up late, Debbie. Thank you so much for staying up with us. So you are, yeah, you are 9 hours ahead of us. Okay, so that works. This will be our last one for this section. And aloha, Hadassah. Okay, so there you go. You can see how filled in the snowman's going to be. And when we put the hat on, and this stuff up here is even going to help us hold the hat onto the snowman. Put it on like that. Can you see? Kind of see it? Isn't that cute? So, okay. What I can do, you guys, and I'm going to ask this for everybody, because it's pretty much the same thing to fill in the rest of the tomato cage. What I can do is pretend, we can pretend right now that we're done with filling in the rest, and I'm going to do that later. But let me cut this tag off here. And what I can do is show you how I put the face on this side of the snowman. What do you think? Marilyn, the hat was from Walmart, believe it or not. Okay, should we just do that? Let's just pretend everything's filled in, and I'm going to fill that in later, and I will show you how we put the face on the snowman. And I forgot, for this part right here, we're going to be putting a scarf on him, which is going to be a wide ribbon. And let me go ahead and grab that right now. We can look at this Mr. Snowman for now. And we have to find a name for him, guys. Let's see. I think he needs this ribbon. I think of this ribbon for his scarf. Let me give you the SKU number. Hang on. What did I just put there? I just cut that off. Oh, here it is. The SKU number. It's the number that's, I'm reading the number that's here on the barcode on the bottom. It's 32887100025. And there's another number on above it that says WM610-0517. So, and it's $7.94. So, we're going to pretend that he's done all the way around. And the first thing we're actually going to attach to this is the nose. Oh, great, you have that hat. So we're going to, let me turn him this way really quick. We're going to find kind of a gap between two things that we did. And we're going to stick the nose in. See, our carrot is way bigger than we needed. So you got carrot nose. So we just tuck it in between the two things of mesh that we put there. There you go. And what you want to do, we're going to put some hot glue above it and below it and just close off the mesh. So you just want to kind of estimate to see, make sure its proportions are good. And then earlier, those ornaments that we painted, we're going to bring them back because the two larger ones we're going to use for eyeballs. Take that down a little bit. And we're going to put the hot glue where the handles are. Oh, did I miss something? Yvette, I hope everything's okay. So we're just going to hot glue the eyeball on either side of the kit. Make sure they look proportional to where the hat is and where the nose is. Okay, that looks good. So just give it a squirt of the hot glue. And pop him on there. This isn't glued in yet. And our ornament's not perfectly dry yet, but that's okay. So this guy is going to go right there. My idea for doing this is to make it look like the actual lumps of coal that you'd use when making an actual snowman. So there's the eyeballs. Stay in there. And then for the mouth, we have 5 smaller painted ornaments. And I used 5 so that we can put 1 here in the middle and then make his smile going up. I'll put that there. And again, I haven't glued the nose, haven't hot glued the nose on there yet. I just lost it. Okay. Thank you, Anne. This is what I used for the nose. It's just the Dollar Tree orange Deco Mesh, but you can use any orange Deco Mesh you have available. Hot glue is dripping. See, now he kind of looks surprised right now, doesn't he? We're going to make him smile. That's funny. It does. Okay, so take some of this hot glue off my hands. So we just start to put some more of the ornaments on either side to make his little smiley face. Another option that you can use for the eyes and the mouth too, I've seen some people do this on their snowman wreaths, is you can cut felt. That might be easier to cut just a round felt and just cut a smile and just glue that onto the snowman. Kind of tricky sometimes to hold this onto the Deco Mesh until the glue sets. And then for the last ornament, you want to put it kind of a little bit higher, so he looks like, it looks like the shape of a grin. Glue in there. Did you used to make snowmen when you were younger? Pom-pom would be really cute too, Beverly. That's a great idea. Okay, so that's That's it, and we have one more ornament to attach. Then we'll go ahead and glue the carrot in. So, thinking, let me use the other one. Let's see what that looks like. It looks so funny without a nose. There we go. So I'm just going to put some hot glue on either side in between the Deco Mesh, and then just kind of pinch it together and hold it for a bit till it sets. Nose, and then this is a 2.5 inch ribbon. It's gonna cut a length a little bit over a yard, and then we're gonna wrap it around his neck. And make a bow towards the front. Sorry guys, I'm missing all your comments. I cut it too short. But what you can do is leave that like that, let it hang. You can dovetail the ends of the ribbon to give it a little bit of a finished look, and then get another piece of ribbon and make a nice little bow. And tie that onto a scarf. And dovetail the other two pieces too. There you go. So once I fill in, oh my gosh, he looks so cute. I'm just looking at him right now on camera. His smile's a little bit lopsided, but we can fix that. Puts a little bit more glue and hold it. He's smiling. He has a cute little nose and his hat's on nicely. And see, with a hat, how the mesh that we have up here that's all poofed out, that's actually holding the hat on together. So you don't even have to attach this, just put it on and squish everything under the hat. And it's on there firm. It's not gonna, it doesn't feel like it's gonna fall over or anything. So there's our snowman. And what we can do here with the pipe cleaners that are hanging out, you can either just tuck them under, since they're white. You won't have to worry about them showing, or you can clip them off and you just poof all the mesh around it, and then I'm sure when we plug him in, he's going to be so cute and shiny. So there he is. We need a name for our snowman. How about Sam? Sam the snowman. Hi, Yvette. Hey, Carol. So there we go. I will be sure to post a picture once I finish him, but seeing this side already took us over an hour, like an hour and a half already. It's going to take a little bit more to finish the whole thing. And you guys get the gist of how to put the mesh onto the frame. So you can definitely do this. So thank you for joining me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Don't forget to come back and join me tomorrow when we're going to make a wreath just like this one. We're going to make out of 9-inch ribbon on a evergreen frame, and we're going to have a sign in the middle and ribbon all the way around. Thank you guys for sharing, and if you haven't done so already, please like and follow my page, Eileen David Creations, and share the video. Thank you for the hearts. That's so nice of you guys. And I'll post the picture once he is all done. Say bye. Bye guys. Have a good rest of the day. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.